keeping you connected to our community. 11 Connects.
Hey Southern Colorado, I'm McKenna Norton, your host of 11 Connects, and today I'm here with Josh from Awesome Home Services. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So for someone who's never heard of a Federal Pacific panel, myself included, what is it and what kind of things can happen from it?
So a Federal Pacific panel is an older panel that was installed from the 1950s to the 1980s. The big problem with them is that they were so affordable back then that a lot of homes had them installed, but the breakers and the design itself has a lot of faults in it that cause it to be a safety risk.
Okay, and is there some sort of a fire risk here?
An extreme fire risk. There's roughly 2,800 home fires every year attributed to these, tens of millions of dollars in damages.
Oh wow, so it sounds like there's a lot that can go wrong from these.
Yes.
Can you talk about what some of those things are?
Yeah, so with the design of these breakers, they don't fit very tightly on the bus bar. So the connections can be very loose, which causes the busing to arc and leads to potential overheating issues. Also, a lot of the breakers, some internal reports found 60, 70, 80% of the breakers fail to trip during overload conditions when they're supposed to trip. So the problem with that is, think of it like the brakes on your car. When you press on the brakes, you expect your car to stop. These are a lot like the brakes on your car, except a lot of the time when the power is supposed to stop, it doesn't. So that can cause a lot of overheating and house fire problems.
Oh my goodness, that does not sound good at all.
Not at all.
If our viewers need a replacement, what should they expect and what details do they need to know?
So what they should expect is to have a licensed electrician come out to their home. So the Pikes Peak Regional Building Department is actually being very cooperative in getting these replaced. So we can pull it as a repair permit where we just swap the panel. We don't have to upgrade everything, and it's a very invasive procedure either way, but they'll allow us to swap the panel and get it taken care of, and everything will be nice and safe.
Okay, let's talk about where you guys come into all of this. What does that process look like for you guys when you come in and you see that a home has these?
So most electrical companies will not work on these just because of the liability involved. They are such a risk in your home that just about every electrical contractor that I know will say, hey, we can't proceed with any of the work that we need to do until we get this replaced. So essentially when we come in and we're doing an assessment of someone's home and we see one of these panels in here, we got to get that replaced. So the process that we go through generally is we conduct a load calculation onto the house, make sure that the service is sized correctly. A lot of these older panels generally only come up to 100 amps. More often than not, that's adequate for most homes here. But given the safety concern, replacement is the best and safest option. So we would give a few different estimates on routes to go, and then from there, we'd get it scheduled through Pikes Peak Regional Building Department. We'd find a date that works for you. Power would be shut off roughly 6 hours during that day while we get the power or get the panel swapped, and then your home will be nice and safe and protected.
Okay, well, it sounds like you guys definitely know what you're doing. Be sure to check out the banner at the bottom of the screen for more information.